I've had several men that I admire and respect, call me in the last couple of days. And they've been watching my monologues, my talking heads, and they've been feeling like me that they're not living up to their full potential. Now, these are successful men who I would say have it together. Successful careers, successful families, kids that are a testament to their extreme value as parents, as fathers. And these men saw that they were not living up to their potential. Are you living up to your potential? If you're a man who has come out of the Charlie Kirk Memorial, I sincerely doubt that you're going to answer yes to that question. And that's not a downer on you. I'm saying what I think is happening in your head, because it's so strong and clear in my head that I'm not doing enough. That I'm not living up to my potential as a man, as a father, as a husband, as an influence for good, as a warrior against evil, that I'm not there. And I want to get there. I don't know exactly what that means, so I'm stepping out. I'm starting to keep kind of a monologue journal of my thoughts. And maybe nobody's going to listen to these except my kids after I'm dead and gone. That's fine. What I've found is that if you just take a step in the right direction, take that first step and see where it leads. That is so much better than sitting on the sidelines thinking about, what should I do? If you don't know what to do, do something. Do something. Go introduce yourself to someone that you've never met and see what comes of that conversation. That's a step. Go find somebody that is apolitical, that has no real interest, maybe somebody that hasn't voted in the last few years, they just aren't that interested in politics. Go find one of those people and say, hey, ask them to go out and have a beer with you, go out to coffee, whatever, and get into a conversation with them. Charlie Kirk's going to come up in the conversation because it's worldwide news right now. Ask them if they've ever seen a video. Show them a couple videos of Charlie Kirk's. It is hard to not get fired up, meaning not in a bad way. I know the left would take that and say, oh, they're Nazis ready to fire squad all of us. So that's not what I mean. What I mean is it's hard to not get inspired to become more involved, to do more, when you're watching videos of people like Charlie Kirk. He's 10 years younger than I was. And hundreds of millions of people have seen his memorial. That's how far-reaching his influence is. And we're not all meant to be Charlie Kirks. Most of us should not be Charlie Kirks. I couldn't do it. But one thing that we can do is put one foot in front of the other and take one step today to make the world a little better place. You know, is there a homeless man you see walking around holding his pants up because he doesn't have a belt? Go give him your belt. You've got another one. You know, introduce yourself to him, have a little conversation with him. Is there a family member that hates you or that you hate, but they're still maybe open to conversation? Tell them you're thinking about them and that you care about them and that you miss them. Send them some nice text. Send them a picture from back when you were friends of something good that happened in your relationship with them, a good day that you had, and tell them you're just thinking about them. That's a great intro step to reconciliation. Again, those apolitical friends, the friends of yours that don't vote, you can spend the rest of your life trying to convince a liberal to become a conservative, and you will succeed sometimes. But not nearly as often as you will succeed when you approach those who are generally apolitical, just not especially interested in politics, and you give them a reason to become interested in politics, i.e. the world news about Charlie Kirk right now, about Erica Kirk. Let them see the left and the right. Show this to people. Show it to people, the left and the right, and let them choose. Show them what the left says, how they react when a prominent politician on the other side is assassinated. Most people have enough humanity to be disgusted at the hundreds of thousands of videos out there of people celebrating or justifying Charlie Kirk's assassination. Most people who are apolitical, they'll get fired up about that. They will be utterly disgusted at the left. And maybe it's enough to get them out to vote in the upcoming election. Have conversations with those people. My goodness. It is fertile soil right now amongst those who maybe haven't had an interest in politics before. There's stuff happening in the world where if they see in stark contrast the reactions of the left versus the right at this divisive time, they're a good person to talk to right now. Obviously, and I've talked a lot about this, but start with your own family. Start with your own heart. Charlie Kirk would say, read your Bible every day. Go out and fall in love. Get married, have kids, and be worthy. What does he say? Be worthy of the woman that you marry. Be worthy of those kids that you bring into this world. Get a job. Work hard. I'm not saying 25 hours a week, and I'm talking to the men now. I'm not saying find a job that gives you 25 hours a week at minimum wage that you can. I'm saying get a real job. Start a real business. Work hard at something that is not just where you're not just going to be a placeholder, but where you are going to be challenged, where it brings you to the brink of what you think you're capable of doing. I'm talking about that kind of a job, that kind of a business. Go to church. My goodness, if you haven't gone to church yet since Charlie Kirk's memorial, go to church. Invite somebody to go with you. You know what? Invite somebody to go with you. Show somebody the video of Erica Kirk forgiving her husband's killer. Ask, have you ever seen something like this? Have you ever seen something like this? In fact, that's not such a bad way to reapproach that distant family member that you've been out of touch with for a long time. Find a YouTube clip of Erica forgiving her husband. Shoot that clip and say, "My goodness, have you ever seen something like this? What do you think about this?" Open a dialogue. People need to talk in this world. People need to talk. We get so wrapped up in our own little lives, in our work, in our whatever we do all day, and then we come home at the end of the day and we turn on our phones and we start scrolling and we watch TV, we watch the football game, we do these things. Hate can thrive in a culture like that. Hate can thrive in a heart that is mistreated like that. And yes, I say you are mistreating your own mind and body and heart if that is the end all and be all of your lifestyle. Scroll, that's fine. Maybe call somebody first. Call somebody and say, "Hey, I was just thinking about you. How are you processing all this information about Charlie Kirk? How are you processing his assassination and the memorial? Did you see it?" Right? Call somebody, have that conversation, then sit down and scroll. Okay, then sit down to the football game. I guarantee you, that's my own, I patented that. My kids tell me not to say bad words when I say that. Guarantee you that the most meaningful part of your day will be that conversation that you had. Guaranteed. Do the same thing tomorrow. You know? My goodness, add value to somebody. Just lost it. Do the same thing tomorrow, add value to somebody. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.